Okay, everyone. Welcome to our first podcast. Today, I'm gonna lead the episode. It's Lily, by the way. I'm leading the episode on Natalie Wood and her mysterious death.
Ooh.
Hello.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I really want to learn about Natalie Wood today.
Okay.
Okay, guys. First off, I'm gonna discuss who Natalie Wood is for y'all guys who don't know. So she's a famous actress, or she was.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
She's famous for her roles in Miracle on 34th Street, Rebel Without a Cause, which we watched in film theory, and also West Side Story, which we also watched in film theory.
I remember West Side Story.
Which we watched with air quotes.
Danny's trying to.
That's actually one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really liked West Side
I'm
Story.
sorry.
Rebel Without a
Okay.
Cause. It's like. Anyway.
But I'm sorry, Natalie Wood. Anyways.
She was actually the recipient of 4 Golden Globes and 3 Academy Award nominations. So
Damn.
she's a good actress, and she was like beloved by many. On November 29th, 1981, at 7:30 a.m., Natalie Wood's dead body was found face down at 2,000 yards off Catalina Island in the Pacific Ocean. That's okay.
Better than you.
She was.
I don't know.
Okay, she was wearing a red jacket, flannel nightgown, and blue wool socks. That's all she was wearing. Okay, so going all the way back to her childhood, there's like this story that she went to a fortune teller when she was young, and it predicted that she would die due to drowning.
Whoa.
And then she died
this
of
basically, yeah, this basically caused her fear of water from a young age, and she had reoccurring nightmares about drowning ever since she was little.
I always like thought like what happens if you like know how you're gonna die, like people are like, do you want to like know how you're gonna die or not, and people are like, no. And I guess this is why, because that must really suck to like know you're gonna die from drowning and then like you're scared of water for the rest of your life.
Exactly. But at the same time, if she's scared of water, like, I don't understand how this whole story happened. Okay. So like okay, so another thing that you need to know is that she was married to Robert Wagner in 1957, but divorced him, and then she remarried him in 1972.
Why did they get divorced?
It didn't say, but like he had jealousy issues and stuff
Oh.
like that. And she was really, really young at the time.
He needed some time to work on himself.
Probably. Like she got back together with him. But also I remember that her sister said that like she didn't make a lot of the choices since she was a child actress. A lot of the choices she made was just this like spite, like that child actress image, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why she married him in the first place. And also Wood was working on a film with Christopher Walken at the time. So now we're to the weekend of her death, okay? So basically, Wood, Wagner, Walker, and a close family friend to Wood, his name is Davern, they were all gonna go on her yacht for the weekend. So, like, if she was scared of water, why would she go on a yacht?
Why did she even own a yacht?
She owned a yacht.
She's rich.
True.
I know, but like you're like, I'm just gonna have it, but not go on it.
It's like peer pressure.
I don't know.
You
Like
can
all
take it
of
to the
her-
land and go on it.
like a station.
Or like when you're rich, that's just like something you gotta have, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I guess so.
Okay. So then what
Okay.
happens?
Then the weekend of her death, the 4 on the boat have been heavily drinking, including the captain, which is irresponsible.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
little
that
bit.
Friday night though, Wood and Wagner had a big argument to the point where Davern asked Walken to get involved. But Walken ended up not intervening because there's like this quote where he doesn't intervene between an argument between a man and a wife. I don't know like what's that about, but yeah, he didn't intervene with their big argument. So that night, Wood was really upset, so Davern ended up taking Wood on their dinghy to a hotel, and they slept there for the night instead of on the yacht.
Wait, does it say like what they were arguing about?
It doesn't say, but apparently the whole weekend, Wood seemed to be infatuated with Walken.
Oh.
So
And this was while
Wagner
they were married, while she was married to Wagner.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly. So Wagner was jealous
Mhm.
of that.
Maybe they shouldn't have gotten back together.
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay.
So they slept there for the night. The first time Davern was questioned about this, he lied and said that all four stayed on the yacht that night.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
The
a
police,
little sus.
but the police had evidence that they didn't stay on the boat that first night. So Davern said he and Wood slept in the same room, but just drank and went to sleep. He claimed that they were comfortable and he was protective over her, which is weird also. So I don't know if it's just like a friend protection or he was also jealous of Wagner.
Oh, yeah.
Like what if Wagner was jealous of Walken and then Davern was jealous of Wagner or something like that.
Wait, Davern he's the close family friend of Wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the captain, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So the next morning, they returned to the yacht because Walken wanted them to stay for the weekend anyway. So because of Walken saying that he wanted them to stay, then Wood decided to stay. That night, they docked the boat and ate at a restaurant where the waitress recalls that they were all heavily drinking. She recalls that Wood didn't eat much of her dinner and she was in a bad mood the whole time. She also threw one of her glasses, or like her wine glasses, on the floor after Walken did. I don't know why Walken threw his glass on the floor, and then I think what happened is Walken threw his wine glass on the floor. I guess I don't know what happens when you're drunk, but then Wood followed suit afterwards. What? And Davern, the reason that this happened is Davern claims that Walken and Wood seemed very flirty throughout the whole dinner. So maybe she was just doing that as a flirty thing, like copying him.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's an interesting way to flirt, but okay.
Yeah. And also in front of your husband.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway. Okay. They all returned to the yacht at 10 p.m. As they were boarding, Harbor Patrol heard Wood scream about something, but he just assumed it was because she was drunk. Some witnesses that were parked on a nearby boat, their name was John Payne and Marilyn Wayne, which is funny. The owners of there were the witnesses from a nearby boat. They reported hearing shouting at around midnight. However, there was a party nearby, so they assumed it was from that. But obviously it could have been Wood. They claimed that there was someone yelling, "Help me, someone please help me." And a man saying, "Okay, honey, we'll get you," but in a mocking tone. So they assumed because of this, they assumed it was from the party.
This is why you listen to people.
But obviously, again, it could. Yeah, they're like bystanders to this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, honey, we'll help you. It's just not something you do. It's the misogyny for me, honestly.
True.
It's It's okay. There was also apparently a non-violent argument before Wood disappeared. So Wagner claims that this was a political debate with Walken, and Wood was bored during this, so she left them about half an hour. And then they were talking for another hour after that. Wagner claims that he went to kiss her goodnight but found her missing. So that's just his account of it. So that might not have been what actually happened.
Okay.
Could be lying, and they were also drunk.
Yeah, also, yeah. Then at 1:30 a.m. that night, Davern and Wagner made a distress call to the Coast Guard saying that Wood was missing. Then again, the body was found at 7:30 a.m. a mile away from the yacht. The inflatable dinghy was found washed up on the rocks a little farther south. The ignition was off, the gear was in neutral, and the oars were locked, which implies that she never started the vessel. The coroner also reported that she drank 7 or 8 glasses of wine before the incident.
Oh my god.
And the police ultimately ruled her death as accidental. She had superficial bruises on her arms and lower legs and a cut on her cheek.
Okay.
So before we get into the theories, do y'all guys have any do y'all guys think you know what happened or whatever?
I mean, I'm curious where Walken was this whole time.
True.
Wait, so he was arguing with
Wagner, her husband.
about something political, and then she left.
Yeah.
And
Where
that's
was
like the
other
last
guy?
time
That's
she was
the last
seen.
time they saw each other. Yeah.
Wait, so
Okay.
Walken and Wagner were arguing together, and then Wood left, but then Davern was not anywhere around there, or what happened?
Davern was probably also still in that group. Like nobody noticed. Like they all noticed that she went, but they didn't notice how long she was gone.
Oh, and they were all drunk at this time, right?
Yeah, so they're all probably partying it up. Like they didn't notice her.
Yeah.
Another thing that Wagner said that he's sorry that he didn't notice she was gone. So, notice that she was missing sooner. Just
should be
sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, so when did this, so do we know when the conversation happened versus when they realized she was gone?
So this conversation happened at about probably 10:30 or 11. She left around 11:30 or so. And yeah, so she left around 11:30. They didn't notice she was missing until 1:30. Or they didn't make the distress call until 1:30.
Oh, okay. So it was 2 hours until they realized she was gone.
Yeah, which is kind of bad.
Yeah. I guess they were drunk, but still.
But they're all protective of her.
Yeah. And it's only a group of 4. If it was a huge party, then that would make sense. But if it's just 4 people, you should notice when one person's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's 4 of us, and if one of us, I know, if we were all hanging out together and one of us wasn't there suddenly, we would probably notice that.
Right away.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know how it feels to be drunk either.
Or do you? I'm just kidding.
No.
Andy.
I don't.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Do y'all guys think you know what happened?
Should we make our own theories?
Yeah, and then I'll
wait,
tell you.
so what does the dinghy have to do with anything?
It just shows that the dinghy was found washed up, but it was in neutral gear, so they think that she didn't go on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
so it's just there?
Start it at least. Yeah, that she didn't start it at least.
Oh.
Because then again, she's scared of water.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
why
say.
would she go off on a dinghy?
Okay. Can I say my theory first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just completely making this up because I don't know the theories yet, but so my theory is that she was annoyed at them or whatever, and then she went to go off on her by herself, and she fell off the boat. She
Okay.
fell off the boat and drowned. And then her body like washed away. And then somebody must have like seen her body and like tried to take the dinghy out to find her. And
Oh.
they just left it there because they didn't want to be like seen as suspicious. I don't know. That's my theory.
Okay.
That's interesting.
But then how would they get back, like to the boat?
They swim. I don't know.
What?
Swim back. I have no
I
idea.
guess so.
Okay, what do y'all guys think?
I don't know. I think that she just like fell over too. Like she was drunk and then she just like,
Fell overboard.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
she
that-
can't swim.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like I don't know. Like on one side, like she's scared of the water, so why would you even be near it? But on the other hand, like she also decided to go on her yacht, so maybe she's like trying
Yeah.
things. But uh, I don't know. I feel like she was probably like pushed over because I don't know why she would want to go in by herself.
Yeah.
Who do
Like,
you
I don't
think pushed her?
know. I don't know. Probably. I feel like Wagner probably because like he was jealous of Walken.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, guys.
So me and Elena think like it's an accident, and Noah
Yeah.
thinks there was some like
Again, this
evil
isn't
stuff
solved
happening.
completely, but
It is
okay, I'll
now.
tell y'all guys the theories. There's two main theories, which is like basically what y'all guys said. But the first one is Natalie accidentally fell in the water and drowned. Wood fell into the water while trying to board the dinghy. The coroner hypothesized that her red jacket became heavy and soaked, but she never thought to remove it due to the fact that she was drunk. Fingernail scratches outside the dinghy show that she tried to climb back aboard. She likely drowned due to hypothermia and exhaustion. Okay,
That's really
that's what.
sad.
That's
Wait,
yeah.
so then she would have like taken the dinghy off the or like away from the yacht or whatever, and then wait, a dinghy is like a tiny boat, right?
Yeah, it's a tiny boat.
Yeah, so she took the dinghy like and went away, and
Exactly.
then
That's like a flaw of the theory. Like, why would the
oh,
dinghy be washed up?
and then she fell off the dinghy, not the
Mhm.
yacht.
There's
Okay.
more to this though. So, Lana Wood, Natalie's sister, said that she did not know how to swim and that she would never go onto another boat dressed in just a nightgown and socks.
Uh-huh.
So, like, yeah, why would she attempt to do this if she can't swim?
Because she was so drunk. Like she was
Yeah.
just like,
Impaired decision
Yeah.
making.
But
Yeah.
if you're scared of the water, like, even if you're drunk and you're scared of the water, why would you ever do that?
True.
Yeah.
Maybe she felt like, oh, this is the moment I'm gonna confront my fear
That's
of the water.
yeah, she was like feeling brave. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's
That's
possible.
true.
So Wagner hypothesized that while she was trying to untie the rope that's keeping the dinghy attached to the yacht, she slipped due to the algae and hit her head and drowned. The detective saw that there was untouched algae on the swim step, meaning that Wood may have been attempting to board the dinghy, not adjusting the rope. So,
But what about
there's
like
no way that she could do that since there's still like untouched algae.
Oh, okay.
my question though is like she still had bruises and everything. Like
Yeah,
where did
that's
those come
true.
from? Like I guess she could have fallen, but I don't know.
Like, yeah, and she had a cut on her cheek and she had bruises like on her legs too. I don't know. Like,
Sounds like abuse to me.
Oof.
Just saying.
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
could have been.
Police also saw a broken wine bottle in the middle of the yacht, which Wagner said was because of the rough sea, which is a possible factor as to why Wood could have fallen in the water too. Davern's account differs though. He claimed that Wagner smashed the bottle after going into a jealous rage over Wood and Walken.
Oh,
Later, Wagner admitted to breaking the wine bottle in his autobiography. So he lied.
Oh wow.
So
That's
obviously that doesn't have a good
makes him
reputation.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
him kind of suspicious.
And he also said about the algae thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. He seems so suspicious, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it could just be the rough sea.
Yeah.
But like also his jealousy, like he's clearly so jealous that she had to divorce him once. So, and like from my criminal minds expertise, I know that jealousy drives a lot of crimes.
Yeah. Also, if he like lied about that one thing, like it makes you think like what kind of fights did they get into, maybe stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already fought like twice throughout just this weekend.
Yeah, there
Like,
could have
huge
been like
fights, too.
another fight that led to her falling overboard or something.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the second theory, and this is the one where there's that Wagner could have been a part of her death. So foul play involving Wagner.
Okay.
This is gonna be led by Davern, by the way, because he's the one that like is saying most of this stuff.
Okay.
So note that Davern's an unreliable source, but his testimony is actually more consistent with other witnesses.
Why is he unreliable?
Didn't
He's
wasn't
also
he jealous?
drunk during the time. He's protective of Wood as well, and again, he could also like not like Wagner. You never know.
Yeah.
Um, so he heard that after the argument between Wagner and Wood, he heard the dinghy. He claimed that he hears the dinghy's ropes being untied. Wagner apparently returned at 11:30 p.m. looking guilty and as if he'd been in a terrible fight. Davern also says that Wagner discouraged him from turning on the floodlights or starting up the engine. Wagner says he didn't want to alert the people nearby. Okay, that's what. So obviously, from what Davern says, like that Wagner is guilty.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it points towards Wagner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he could also be jealous of him. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about Walken's account. So his account is actually more reliable than Davern's, though, and his account is more consistent than to the witnesses' testimonies more than Davern's. So okay, so he claims that Wagner and Wood made up after the argument, and yeah, these claims throughout the ordeal were more close than Davern's claims. So Davern says that he believes something malicious occurred to Wood because she would never go to the shore alone, because she would have just asked Davern to take her like the night before, which is true again. Like if she was upset about the whole thing, then she would have just stayed at the hotel with Davern, like the same thing happened. So yeah, do y'all guys have anything to say about that?
Elena, you can go ahead.
Y'all guys?
Oh, I didn't have anything to say.
I definitely think that Wagner was the reason for this. Like, he really doesn't have a great track record. And, like, I guess she was drunk, but why would Natalie Wood go anywhere near the water if she's, like, scared of the water? You know?
True.
Yeah.
And,
Hearing those details makes me think like in some way Wagner probably was involved.
yeah. And, like,
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he was trying to get back at Walken and at, what's his name? Davern, yeah. At Walken and Davern, because they were both, like, intimate with his wife in one way or another. Like, she slept with Davern, whatever the extent of that was, and she like threw wine glasses on the floor with Walken. So I don't know if like that's flirting, but like I guess like
she seems to not like her husband.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and also like this is Hollywood, and like especially back then, like the director Christopher Walken was like she was working with him on a movie, right?
Yeah, he was
yeah, so then like stuff goes on in Hollywood. So
That's true. Okay, so that's the end of the theories, but this is like the conclusion. Later, the case was reopened in 2011, and the coroner had changed the cause of death from accidental drowning to drowning and other undetermined factors.
oh,
So this actually made more questions as to what the bruises on her body was, and that they were most likely on her body before she fell into the water.
Oh.
So yeah, again, it could be like abuse from Wagner. Okay, so in 2013, the LA County Sheriff's Department said that this case was open and ongoing because nothing definitive had closed it. He also stated previously that Wagner was not a suspect. Wood's sister doesn't think that he could have done anything either. However, things may have happened when there was too much drinking and fighting. So her sister doesn't think that Wagner was involved in it.
Wait,
but
but
a lot of people think that Wagner.
Didn't her sister say like why would she like go out into the water by herself?
Yeah. So nothing definitive has closed it. Yeah, again, Wagner feels partially responsible, or he claims that he does, because he didn't notice that she was gone sooner. And Walken's last thing about this is that he says the truth is that there's nothing more to it, as it was just an accident.
Oh.
Walken.
But how does he know that though?
That's what he said. He said like anyone that looks more into it will be ultimately disappointed in that like actual answer.
Oh, well.
Now I'm
disappointed.
Me too.
Shouldn't that be like a good thing if it's like just an accident?
Yeah, but I don't know what he means by that either. Like
yeah, that's like kind of weird. Yeah, how does he know? He wasn't with her though. So, or was he?
Yeah,
that's the question we gotta ask.
He like out of all of this, Wagner and Davern were the ones that were talking the most. Like Walken, where has he been like this whole entire time?
Yeah,
that's true. And then he's the one who's like, it's just an accident, nothing more to it.
Yeah.
So
little sus.
But what if it's Davern and we're looking at all the wrong people?
OMG. What if it's all of them conspiring together?
Oh, that's
like the major conspiracy. Okay.
Okay, so that's basically the conclusion of this episode. We don't know what really happened. We know that obviously her cause was drowning, but there was other factors to it. A lot of people think it's Wagner. Wagner personally.
Wait, are all of these people dead now? Like,
I don't know.
Let me look this up. Christopher Walken.
I think like a Wagner, he had an autobiography. Like he included like this in his autobiography a while ago. I don't know if he's still alive though.
Christopher Walken is alive. Wait, what's his name? What Wagner?
Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner is.
What's Davern?
Is also alive.
Davern is Dennis Davern.
Who? Dennis Davern. Yeah, he's still alive too.
Oh. So those people.
We could find out.
One of them knows what happened. Maybe.
Or maybe
maybe
if
any of them were
out drunk and none of them knew what happened.
Yeah. But that's crazy to think nobody knows, but possibly.
Yeah, they probably know what happened.
Possibly they know. Yeah. But they're never gonna tell anyone probably.
Yeah.
If it's something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, thank you, Lily.
Yeah.
That was really interesting.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Okay. We end up this episode.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening.
If you made it this far in the recording, you are really cool.
Sure.
You're a really cool person, and Dr. Monty should give you extra credit for listening to this.
100%.
There should be a word
Like, oh yeah,
to
like a
say,
code. If you PogChamp.
Okay, that's the code.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
text
I
it to
need that.
Danny if you see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so next episode, Elena's gonna be leading it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so for the next episode we'll be talking about Selena, the really famous singer from Texas, and about who killed her. And it's kind of different because we know exactly how she died, but it's more of like, why did this person kill her? So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure to join us for that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys next
Bye.
time.